Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean...
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
With the catch, it's Coleman.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. He'll do it himself. I think he misread that one totally. Probably better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he gives up the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finds a little space. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback on the keeper. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Rides to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This time they'll go to the running game. Runs through a tackle. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. And the Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. No good. Still leading by 2 after the miss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires to the big fella. That's the 45 on its way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Gonna look downfield again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man! And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Punt is on its way. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haas. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Vaughn. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. It's a draw. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Here's the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Looking to throw, it's Reed. That's reeled in, it's Coleman. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires on the move. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, another great move. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Hodge. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Monarchs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds to not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Quick step and go. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense come.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that drive covered 40 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Back open in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's locked. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 4th down, going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Odom. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Sweet cut there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. The inside handoff. Makes a man miss. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. To the air, it's Simmons. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Rush is on him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Odom. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports.